Hello students, I am here with another video from the chapter The Human Eye and the Colorful World from class 10th NCERT book. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. So till now we have seen about the structure of human eye, where we have discussed about the structure, the parts of the human eye, where we saw about the different parts, and we have seen the function of each and every part of the human eye. Okay, next we have seen about the working of the human eye, where how the image is going to be formed on retina, and especially we have discussed about the rods and cones. What were these structures? So these structures were the rods and cones, and these rods and cones were responsible for the vision. These were responsible for the formation of the image in the proper condition on retina. Okay, so we have seen about these forms of these rods and cones which are present in the human eye as well as the eye of different animals, and they are distributed unevenly on the surface according to the need of the organisms. And then we have discussed about the power of accommodation, the how we are able to see the nearby and the far objects very clearly. And we saw that when we move from one place to another place, means when we are moving from a darker place to a light place where the bright light is present, then what happens to the pupil, what happens to the eye, and we are not able to see the things properly. Why we are not able to see the things properly? Because the pupil gets dilated and the pupil gets constricted, so that the controlled amount of light energy is entering inside our eyes, so that we are not able to so that the lens and other delicate organs of the eye is not going to be harmed because of the higher intensity and the lower intensity of the light. Next we have seen about we have also seen the vision problems in the last video, in the last class. Okay, so we have as you could see here also, the vision problems is written over here. Some of the vision problems are written over here. One is the nearsightedness, then hypermetropia, which is known as farsightedness. We have also know about means I have just introduced these terms. Okay, I'll discuss these vision problems today in details. And we have seen these presbyopia, and then last was this astigmatism, and some more eye problems are also there, some more vision problems are also there, which we'll discuss in the today's video. Okay, so first we'll deal with these vision problems. So what is the meaning of this word vision? Vision means the person is able to see or not, means you are able to see the letters, the lines, the words which you could which is written over here on the slide. So it means it is known as vision. So if a person is having problem in seeing any of the letter, any of the lines, any of the size of the object, size of the means it could be certain writing, it could be the place, it could be any anything which is present in front of the eyes. If the person is not able to see, it means it has certain vision problems, and today we will discuss about these vision problems. Now before discussing the vision problem, I must ask you the question that which means the food materials which are responsible for a good eyesight. Can you tell me about the food materials which are responsible for keeping your eyesight good? Okay, means which types of vitamins you should take, and what types of food you should take, means and what is the type of diet you should take, so that your eyes are working in a proper condition. Now why I am asking about these things, these dietary products? Because you are using your gadgets like a tablet, this mobile, and the laptops nowadays very frequently for a large period of time, just because of your online class or any other reason which is being present around you. So we need to take care of your eyes, so eat good and take care of your eyes. Fine, now we move on to the problems which is related to the vision in today's video. Okay, so we move on to the first slide. So this shows the defects of the vision and how this is going to be corrected. Means we are not only talking about the defects of the vision, we also will talk about how this is going to be corrected. So here, first we were going to discuss about the first vision problem, that is myopia. Now this myopia is also known as the nearsightedness. Now what is the meaning of this word nearsightedness? What is the meaning of the word myopia? Let us discuss. So myopia is a defect of vision in which a person can see nearby objects. Means a person could see nearby objects. Here it is written nearsightedness. Sightedness means a person is able to see, means the ability to see the things. Okay, now what is the ability to see the things? This is known as sightedness, and the person is able to see the nearby things very easily. So myopia is a defect of vision in which a person can see a nearby objects clearly, but it cannot see the distant object. Distant object means it is the object which is placed at a far it is placed far away from your eye. It is not able to be very visible to you all. Now before discussing these vision problems and why it is taking place and why it is arising and how to correct all these types of vision problems, let us first see how the image is being formed in your eyes. So this was the structure of human eye, where we have discussed about the different parts of the human eye. So here we saw that the main place where the image is formed is this retina. Okay, if the image is somehow formed before this retina, it is not forming on retina. This is not forming on retina. So because of which this is because of certain reason, because of certain deformities, because of certain problems in the various organs which is coming in front of this retina. Means it could be the problem of eye lens, it could be the problem of ciliary muscles, it could be the problem of another type, like the proper light intensity is not present, and eye lens is not having a proper focal length. Okay, it is not having a proper curvature. So all these are the ways by which the image is going to either form in front of the retina or at the far away. Means the light rays are not going to meet anywhere in on the retina. It is going to move away from the retina, and when the image is being formed, it is not going to form clearly. So in both the cases, if the image is formed behind, if the image is formed in if the image is formed away from retina, then also the problem rise. Same means we are not able to see the things clearly. Okay, so this was the way by which the image formation is taking place, where the light enters through cornea, it enters inside pupil, then it strikes your it moves through aqueous humor, where refraction is taking place. Again it moves inside your crystalline lens, which is having different focal length, and then it is going to form, it is going to form these light rays are entering inside this vitreous humor. Again it is refracted, and somewhere here inverted image is formed, and the signal which the retina is going to accept is sent through the optic nerve to your brain, so that the brain interprets what things you are seeing. And please remember that all the images are formed upside down on your retina, and this is your brain which is going to tell you what you are seeing. Okay, what do we see? So here we are able to see the things because of this optic nerve which is transferring the signal to your brain, and it is always forming a very small image on the retina, and that too inverted, but still we are able to see the things clearly because of this is just because of the signal which is passing from one place to another with the help of this optic nerve. Now we move back towards the slide which we were seeing previously, that was this defect of vision, that is this myopia. Myopia is a defect where a person can see nearby objects clearly but not able to see the distant object clearly, because the image is formed in front of retina. Here you could see in the first diagram that light rays are coming inside the eye, and then it is going to strike the lens. It is going to meet somewhere in front of retina, and because of which a person is not able to see clearly. Okay, so this is how the nearsightedness arises and myopia occurs. Okay, because of which the the image is going to form in front of the retina, and because of which the retina is not receiving signal. That is why a person is not able to see the things clearly. Okay, now what is the reason behind this defect, means what is the reason behind this myopia or this nearsightedness? And just don't get confused that nearsightedness means the person is not able to see far objects. Okay, so please remember the word sightedness means what things you can see, means where is the defect is seeing the object which is away from your eyes. Nearsightedness means you are able to see the nearby things but not able to see the far object. It is just reversed. So try to remember all the names which is coming in front of you, which is related with the diseases of your eyes, of the eyes. Okay, so myopia is the disease where the person can see the close by object but it is not able to see the far objects, and this is due to the increased curvature of eye lens. Either this could be the reason, or the next reason could be it is the increase in the length of your eyeball. So in both the cases, either your eyeball is increased, okay, the eyeball is increased, or it is going to increase the curvature of your eye lens, means eye lens gets increased. Okay, it is going to move, it is going to be increase in its length. So this again, in both the cases the light rays means the image is going to be formed, image is formed in front of the retina, and the person is not able to see the things clearly. Fine. So now how it is going to be corrected? It is going to be corrected by using a suitable concave lens. Fine. So here what kind of lens you need to use? It is the concave lens which is responsible for focusing the light rays properly in the eyes, and the image is going to form in the retina, and at the retina, means it is going to form on retina. And how it is being done, as you could see here in the second diagram, this is the diagram for correction of your defect of your eyes, that is myopia. Here the in between the eye and the light rays we put this concave lens. Okay, we use this concave lens of suitable focal length, and it depends upon how much the defect is there, the person is not able to see the far off objects. So here what is happening, the concave lens is being placed in front of the eyes, and light rays enter through this concave lens. It is going to be refracted, means it is going to be diverged. Now this diverged rays are going to enter inside the eyes. It is getting more diverged and it is entering inside the eye. Since it is entering since the diverged rays are entering inside the eye, it is going to strike at certain point. Now where is this point lying? And this point is lying on the retina. So this retina is receiving the signal now because of the presence of this concave lens in between. As it is increasing the focal length, it is increasing the curvature of the eye lens. That is why, because it is decreasing the curvature of the eye lens, because of which the person is able to see properly. So this is how the first defect of the eye, that is myopia or a nearsightedness, is going to be corrected. So next we move on to the next defect, that is hypermetropia or farsightedness. Now again I must tell you that don't just get confused with the word sightedness. Sightedness means the ability to see how you are able to see the things. Okay, now hypermetropia or farsightedness means it is a way by which the person is able to see, the person is able to see the far off object but not able to see the nearby object. It is just reverse of this myopia. Okay, so hypermetropia is a defect of vision in which a person is able to see the distant object clearly but not able to see the nearby objects clearly because of the image is going to form behind retina. So this image is going to form behind retina and a person is not able to see clearly, and since in this case the image is forming beyond retina, it is moving outside the retina somewhere, it is forming outside. So again the image is not being formed properly and it is not being received by retina. So hypermetropia is a defect where a person is not able to see the distant object. If the light rays are coming from distant object, it is going to be, it is already diverged, it is entering inside the it is entering inside the eye lens, and it gets converged at one point, but this point is lying away from retina and we are not able to see the image very clearly. So this was this was another defect. And how it is and why it is being caused, the reason due to which it is being caused is the decrease in the curvature of eye lens. And next is that it is the decrease in the length of your eyeballs. If the eyeball is going to decrease the length, if the eyeball is decreased, so this one is the eyeball, where if it is being decreased, it means that the image is not formed clearly on retina. Okay, next is the how it is being corrected. It is going to be corrected by suitable convex lens. And previously we talked about that the lens which we were discussed, which was correcting the myopia, was the concave lens. Here we are using about the convex lens, which is responsible for changing the focal length, which is responsible for changing the curvature of your eye, and because of which the proper suitable suitable things are going to be formed, means suitable image is going to form on retina. So this is how the convex lens is used to correct the image in a person. Okay, so this hypermetropia or farsightedness is going to be corrected because of the use of the suitable convex lens. Remember that we are using convex lens. So if we are having one convex lens inside your eyes and another convex lens outside your eyes, means now how the question arises, now how is this lens going to be fit? So this lens is used with the help of glass, with the help of spectacles, where these, according to the situation, according to the problem of a person, whether a person is having a long sightedness or a short sightedness, and whether it is myopia or hypermetropia, a person should reach each and every person should have the lens according to their defect. Okay, so here the convex lens is present in between the image and the eyeball. So that is why the farsightedness happens, and it is going to be corrected. So in the before going to the next defect, I must tell you that you should always practice these ray diagrams which are drawn here. Okay, so please practice these ray diagrams which are drawn here. As we have practiced the ray diagram in the light chapter, similarly you need to practice all these ray diagrams which is responsible for the defects and the correction method. So this is frequently being asked in the question in the examination, where we need to draw these correction diagram using the proper labeling. So please label it properly, which is the eye lens, which is the convex lens, where is the eyeball present and where is retina present, where is the image being formed. So all these things are the part of your study, where you should study carefully and mark all the labelings in your answer sheet, in your diagram. Okay, so this is how the person is going to correct its vision, which is myopia and hypermetropia. Now we quickly move on to the next slide, that is this, which is going to tell you about presbyopia. Now what is this? This is again a defect of your vision. Okay, this is again a defect. Now what kind of defect is it? So presbyopia is a defect of vision in old people. Okay, so if the person is aged, or it is a person is old, then what happens? They're not able to see clearly the objects, due to which the increase in the distance of the near point happens, and because of which image is formed somewhere else. It is not going to form on retina and the person is not able to see. Now why this happens in the old people? This happens because of the weakening of the ciliary muscles. Means what is the function of, now before studying this, means before understanding the defect of this presbyopia, we should understand what is the function of the ciliary muscles. So ciliary muscles are those muscles which are holding the eye lens. It is going to increase or decrease the flexibility of the eye lens. It is going to correct your eye using the suitable convex lens. Okay, so it is going to be corrected using suitable convex lens. So this presbyopia is a condition where the weakening of the ciliary muscles happen because of the age factor, because you know that during aged people or aged people, we are they are not able to see, they are not able to see properly. Okay, so they are not able to see properly, and then what happens, they need to have suitable convex lens for correcting this presbyopia. Now sometimes they are not able to see both nearby and the distant object clearly, so this is used by using a bifocal lens. Okay, this is being corrected by bifocal lens. So these bifocal lens consists of both concave as well as convex lens. So these concave and convex lens are utilized when the person is not able to see both the things, nearby as well as the far objects. Now the upper part of the concave lens is corrected. Now you have seen that the lens is a larger one, and half of the part is the concave and half of the part is convex according to the need of a person. So the upper part is a concave for correcting the distant object, and the lower part is a convex for correcting the nearby vision. Now if you have seen these types of these types of lenses, and they are always used in the spectacles, and this is exclusively used for treating the eye defect of presbyopia, and it mainly occurs in the old people where they are not able to see the nearby as well as far off objects very clearly. So this was about the vision problems. This is presbyopia. Okay, so we have seen the vision problems and how it is going to be corrected, and how we are able to see the image clearly by forming it on retina. Now we move on to the next slide. This again is dealing with some part of presbyopia. Let us discuss this also. It is again a type of farsightedness which occurs with age. Now what was the cause of this? The eye lens lose elasticity. Okay, so one cause we have seen here, that the flexibility of this eye lens decreases. Similarly here also it is written that the eye lens loses its elasticity, and this is because of the eye lens which loses its elasticity. And how it is being corrected? It is corrected with the help of the converging lens, or sometimes if a person is not able to see both the things, we use a bifocal lens. So this was about presbyopia, as you could see here in the diagram, where the rays are entering inside. Either it is forming in front of the retina, or it is forming at the back of retina. In both these conditions, old people, they are not able to see the things very clearly. Okay, now we move on to the next slide. That is again showing you another problem, that is cataract. Now have you ever heard about this cataract word? So this cataract, if you have seen some of the older people, sometimes they wear black colored glasses somewhere, and they say that the operation of their eye has been done, so they need not to move outside in the light which is either very bright or very dim light. Okay, so what happens, why they are wearing, and why what kind of operation is happening? So this is because of the cataract. Now what is this what is this vision problem? Again, this is happening in the people, those who are very much aged. Sometimes nowadays it could happen in some of the people who are not very old, but still this occurs, and there are certain reasons because of which this cataract is happening, and this cataract is going to again form a vision problem. Okay, vision problem. Now cataract is a clouding of your eye lens inside the eye, which leads to the decrease in the vision. Now what happens? A cloudiness occurs in the eye lens. Okay, as you could see here in the eyes of a person who is having a cataract, you could see that a cloudiness, a white colored substance is present around the eyes. Okay, as you could see here in the diagram, a white colored substance is present inside the eyes, and due to which it interrupts the vision, and this is known as cataract. Now it is most commonly caused cause of blindness. Now if the cataract is not treated at a proper time, it leads to blindness, and it is the most and only way by which it is removed is the surgery. Okay, because we need to replace that lens where this cloudiness has occurred, and we need to wear another means we need to undergo another types of the surgeries, like some nowadays the surgeries are also painless, that is we are using laser surgeries, because of which the person is able to get rid of this cataract very easily. So there is a visual loss occurs because of the opacification of the lens, which obstructs the light from passing inside the eye lens, and it is not going to be focused on retina. So what happens if the normal eyes are there, this pupil is there, it is going to dilate and constrict, it is going to give rise to a place from where the light should enter inside. Now what happens if a stone like object is kept in the eye lens, and this is not allowing the light, so it is not going to allow the light to enter inside the lens, and this because of which it appears very cloudiness inside the eye. This is because of the cataract condition. So please remember that it is going to obstruct the light entering from the lens very easily, because in between the cataract is present. Fine. And it is being focused on retina at the back of the eye. It is most commonly because of aging and many other causes. Many other causes could be there, and I told you that nowadays it could happen to anybody, but in the previous times we have seen that old people only, they are having this problem of cataract. Okay, over time now yellow brown pigment is deposited on the lens, and together with it disrupts the eye fiber, reduces the transmission of light, which leads to the vision problem. As such, it is not a very big problem, but still the person has to think about if a person is undergoing operation, or we take a name of operation. Okay, so but the only way by which you could remove the cataract is the surgery, because of which you cannot remove these eyes. So now the cataract often experiences difficulty. If the person is having cataract, the person is not able to drive properly, it is not able to distinguish colors. There are several problems which arise because of the presence of the cataract in the eyes of the person. Okay, now we move on to the next slide, that is showing you another vision problem, that is astigmatism. Now what is that astigmatism? This astigmatism is a vision problem that results from cornea. Now till now we were discussing about the problem which is arising from the eye lens, which is arising from the ciliary muscle. Now we move on to the next vision problem, which is because of cornea. Okay, now if cornea's shape is different, if it is not having a proper cornea, a person is not having a proper cornea, then the light is not going to fall properly. Either it is going to be very constricted, or it is going to be very far away. So here the diagram is showing you the normal vision, which is being compared with the astigmatic vision. So what happens in the normal vision? The cornea, iris and pupil, all these are going to form the proper it is going to allow the light to pass from one place to another place inside your eyes, because of which the person is able to see clearly. But what happens in astigmatic eye? It is going to this astigmatic eye cornea is there. This cornea is going to these light rays are entering inside the eyes, and then what happens? It is going to be diffracted. Okay, it is going to be refracted, and it is not going to form a proper image on retina. Okay, so this was about the astigmatic eye, because of which this person is not able to see clearly. Okay, so this is again, it is going to see here. You could see that the image is formed inverted and the person is not able to see the things clearly, as it is not being formed properly on the retina, and just because of the cornea it is going to replace, or if it is going to be repaired, or if the person is able to correct this cornea shape, we are able to see the things very clearly. Okay, so we have seen the different defects which is related with the vision problems, which is related with the vision. It is in today's video. Okay, so we have seen about the short sightedness, we have seen about the long sightedness, or near and far sightedness, or myopia or hypermetropia. Sometimes it is also known as hyperopia. Okay, next was presbyopia, which was taking in place in the elderly people, where they are not able to see the far objects as well as the nearby objects. Okay, and lastly we saw about this astigmatism, where the person is not able to see the things properly because of the irregular shape of cornea. So this was all about today's video, children. I'll meet you all in the next video with the next topics to be discussed, and that will be the second part of this chapter. So children, that's all for today's video. I'll meet you all in the next one.